Hey everybody, my name is Dr. Alvin Jaufre. I'm a chiropractor in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at Lanyap Chiropractic. And I had a lot of patients, I do a lot of talking with my patients. I like to have little one-on-one chats, and we seem like we keep hitting on the same subjects. And so I really wanted to make a video to extend beyond my patients to family, friends, patients, acquaintances, and everybody, just to kind of go over some basic things that I think is important for health and important for just life in general. So what I really wanted to get going on is just introducing myself. First off, happy Valentine's Day. Today is this very special day. So give your loved one a kiss. Make sure you got good presents. Maybe you have a nice little dinner planned today. I don't know, but hopefully something good. So Happy Valentine's Day to all, and let's get started. So, a little bit about myself. I'm a chiropractor, like I said, in Baton Rouge, and I see a lot of general health and wellness patients. So, we like to just base upon, have visits and talk and try to improve upon other things in their life that's hindering them getting to the next level. So one of the biggest things we talk about is the body and hydration. So the basic anatomy of the body is you have bones, nerves, muscle tissue, and skin and organs, stuff like that. But everything at the base has a water content, and that is huge, is the water content. So as a chiropractor, you come to me for an ailment, and I'm going to find out where these bones are putting pressure on the nerve, and I'm going to manipulate the joint, adjust the joint to take pressure off, to free the nerve, so the body does what it needs to do through innate intelligence, which is the intelligence built into the body in order to execute the action of better health. But there's another component to it. So every patient that comes in the door, I offer them water. So 95% of people in this country is dehydrated. That is huge. That is a very huge number. 95% of people is dehydrated. So they come to me and I'm manipulating their body. I'm adjusting their body to get it to perform better. But it's dehydrated. The environment of the body is not efficient. So this is a piece of beef jerky. So what this is from a cow. It was dehydrated, the water content taken out, and this is what's left. So this is muscle tissue. A lot of people don't put two and two together that meat is muscle tissue. So this was a muscle. I'm not sure if it was in the shoulder, back, leg. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It's just muscle tissue. So when I adjust you, I'm taking that bone, releasing the joint, getting that nerve to free up. That nerve sends an electrical conduction through the parts of the body. It goes through bone, it goes through muscle, and it goes to every part of the body. Now, again, the key word is electrical. Electrical conductivity has to be in an aqueous environment, a hydrated environment. So if this is, you came to me, say, for frozen shoulder, okay, have excellent results for frozen shoulder. I adjust your neck, we get better range of motion for frozen shoulder. If this tissue is dehydrated, that nerve is not sending effective electrical signals, okay? So I want to get your results to the next level. I say, here, let me give you ionized alkaline reduced water. Okay, because why I choose that water over regular any water, Ozarka, Aquafina, Smart Water, tap water, is because it is alkalized. It's not alkaline, it's alkalized, big thing, which is more hydrated. The statistics are that normal water, your absorption rate is 15%. So everybody says, you know, oh, let me drink a gallon of water. I'm going to feel a lot better if I drink a gallon of water. Yeah, you will, you know. But with that, there is no liquid that you can put in your body at a 15% absorption rate that will hydrate you. Like I said, 95% of people is dehydrated. So even if you drink a gallon of water, 128 fluid ounces, that equates to 15%, which is 19.2 ounces that you're hydrating your cells. That's not a lot at all. So you just basically just pushing water through. Alkalized water, reduced ionized water, the absorption rate is 85 to 88%. So out of 128 ounces, you're absorbing over 100 ounces. That's huge. So again, back to the adjustment is you get adjusted. I open up the nerve way. I induce more electrical efficient activity in the body. And with a hydrated environment, it further connects the body and puts the body into a healing mode, which is amazing. I mean, so we have great results with adjustment. We have great results with hydration. Together, they are amazing. So I just wanted to give a little bit about that. Your disc, so a lot of people come in for disc issues, disc herniations, disc bulges. Your discs are 84% water. So if 95% of us are dehydrated, I see a lot of disc patients. And the first thing I ask them is, when do you feel the majority of your problems with a disc patient? They said, right when I'm about to go to sleep and right when I wake up. Well, that's the two parts of the day that your body is most dehydrated. So I say, look, we're going to work on you. We're going to get great results. First thing I want you to do is take this water, and before you get up, before you eliminate your urine, anything like that, I want you to drink about 20 ounces of this water. And I've noticed with hundreds of patients that their recovery rates and times has just skyrocketed through the roof with their results, because we're attacking the problem, a problem that's overlooked in this country. You know, it's a lot of people don't really address on hydration. Gatorade is acidic for the body. It's not it doesn't put your body in an environment to heal itself. And same thing with all these other waters. I mean, what's the point of drinking something? What's the point of buying something if it doesn't do anything for you? Well, it does do something for you. It puts your body in a stress mode. So I'm not about that. If I'm going to spend my money, I want to spend my money on something that's going to give me the best bang for my buck. And what's the reason? We have to have a reason for everything we do. And what is that reason? Okay? So kind of think about that and just, you know, in life, why do we do things? We have to have a reason for everything. So basic, you know, I said every part of our body has different water compositions. The brain is 75% water. Okay, the brain is the most important organ in the whole body. So if this is not right, nothing's right. And so as a chiropractor especially, I'm super hyped up talking about the brain, because the brain is where all the healing and everything comes through. You can replace your heart, you can replace your lungs, kidneys, liver. You cannot replace your brain. Some people, you know, can disagree, but that's a medical fact. So your brain is 75% water. There's a study that went around saying for every 1% of dehydration, there is a 5% cognitive decline. Now, everybody listening to this, going to listen to this, not listening to this, we know somebody that has neurologic issues, dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. There's cognitive decline. And stuff that's not even really addressed. You know, I mean, well, ADD, ADHD, talk about, you know, I had a few different law enforcement officers come in and talk about the importance of cognitive decline, is because we have people laying our lives down on the line to protect us. If they have a cognitive decline, that is their body's response time to an emergency. So whether it's a cop, fireman, it doesn't matter. We all want to be on the cutting edge, connected to our bodies, connected to our brains. Blood, 83% water. So that's huge. Heart, 79% water. There's people that say that heart attacks, strokes, and everything, your body's dehydrated. When your body's dehydrated, the blood's dehydrated, the blood thickens up. When it goes through the heart, it's hard to process, and you know, we don't want clumping of the blood cells. There was a doctor that did a test, and did a blood test pre and post drinking ionized reduced water. And before, when she looked at the blood cells under a microscope, there was clumping of the blood cells. They were sticking together, which is not good. You know, you don't want to create any kind of clotting kind of environment. She gave the patient 8 to 10 ounces of ionized reduced water, and 10 to 15 minutes later, she did another blood test, and that blood test was complete opposite. There was buoyancy of the blood cells, there was fluid movement, and that equated to a healthier person, okay? Another thing, bones. So people think about bones, okay? I'm a chiropractor. I deal with bones all the time. Bones have 22% water content. 22%. That's a pretty big number. You know, people think of bones being dry and, you know, just a solid structure. So how much water content can be in that? And actually there's a lot. So 22%, so almost a quarter of the composition of your bones has a water content. So what I did was I stuck 2 toothpicks in the water, and I'm looking at these wet toothpicks and I'm looking at a dry toothpick. So why is water composition important for bones? Well, whenever it's got hydration, I can bend it. I can bend it without it breaking. It's got more movement, it's got more shock absorption. When I take the dehydrated dry one, it snaps, it bends. Now these toothpicks came from the same exact pack, and look at that. That's amazing. Same thing with our bones. So as we get older too, our hydration goes down. So think about how important it is with the geriatric population with falls, okay? Falls and breaking bones, that's huge because a lot of people is independent, and when something like this happens, a fall, and they end up breaking a bone, it changes their whole life. They go from being an independent elderly person into have to being into an assisted living program or a nursing home. So think about how just hydration would have helped that situation if they would have had hydrated bones, even if they would have fell. Showing you what I just showed you here, do you think that they could have recovered a lot quicker? I think so. Like we said before, muscles are 75% hydrated. And we talked about the beef jerky. So beef jerky versus, say, a steak, okay? So that was a piece of steak before, okay? It was dehydrated, turned into jerky. So think about how much more electrical conductivity will go through a hydrated muscle to do an action. So our nerves start midline and go all throughout the body. And so if I have dehydrated muscle tissue in between where I'm trying to connect, I'm not going to have those right signals. So I want to have efficient electrical signals going through my body so it can heal at the best pace possible. Our liver and kidneys is 83 to 86% water. Okay, so what does water do for you? Like I was saying, it's needed by the brain to manufacture hormones and neurotransmitters. I want to be connected to my body as much as possible, and that's huge. So I want as much connections as possible, and everybody should strive for that. People don't really think about this, but it's huge. I mean, when I want to send my kid to school, I want them to be on their best game so that they're having the best grades and, you know, they're smart as a whip. I want them connected. I don't want them disconnected. Regulate your body temperature. So my water content is going to sweat when I'm hot, and it's going to cool my body down, which is huge. Acts as a shock absorber, like I was saying. So bones have water content, and they actually have a little bit of give to them, and they're separated by cartilage and disc material. So we want those hydrated to give our body some shock absorption when we're doing activities. It converts food during digestion. It helps deliver oxygen throughout the whole body. So Oxygenation is so important because a lot of people too is not getting proper oxygenation throughout their whole body. So it delivers, it's H2O, it's hydrogen and oxygen. I want to deliver oxygen. Hydrogen is a quick, easy, usable antioxidant. I want antioxidants and I want to oxygenize my body. It lubricates joints, it flushes toxins out of our bodies. It forms saliva to start digestion when we eat food. It allows our body cells to reproduce and grow healthier. So we're always breaking down cells. We're always replacing cells. So I want my new cells that's being broken down to be replaced as a stronger, healthier cell. And I guess that's just about it. I kind of get on my little rants. But, you know, a lot of people I have this conversation with, and I just wanted to share it with everybody, and hopefully everybody enjoyed it. But, you know, water is just so important. I just wanted to stress that. So I hope everybody has a great, wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope everybody is hydrated today. And I hope y'all have a good day. Talk to y'all later.
That was great.